What's going on, guys? We got something pretty sweet to open today. Check it out. It's a little harder than it seems, unfortunately. We'll get there. This is a new table. Sweet. What's going on? So today, we won this bad boy. It's upside down. This bad boy. Went to game day. Decided what the heck, we'll play some Magic, right? So we played some Magic. Got some packs. Deck was sweet. Hour of Devastation game day. So we played, I don't know, some mono black ELDRAZI list. Thought Not Seers, Grasp of Darknesses, Reality Smashers, Glint, Sleeve Siphoners, things like that. Deck was sweet, didn't actually lose a round. Round one was the easiest because our opponent did not show up. So I got kind of like the bye in round one. Round two, round three, round four, we won. Round five, we just drew. Won the quarterfinals, won the semifinals, won the finals. Pretty sweet, not too bad. Woke up this morning, didn't even feel like doing anything. I just woke up and I was like, hey, I got an hour and 15 minutes before game day starts. Let me throw together a deck. Went on the internet, found a deck, put it together. One game day. That's how you do it, folks. It's actually not how you do it. It's actually, even winning an event like this is just, it's not easy. I will attest to that. Every round I'm like, well, this is it. My luck's got to run out eventually. And it didn't, and we just ended up winning. And these are like my favorite life pads ever. I try to use these at every event, and reason being, fit right into the deck box. It's fantastic. You cannot ask for anything more than that. I hate carrying around a big life pad because then I'm like having to put it. I have the deck box and I have the life pad and I'm just holding them together for the whole event. You know, the life pads like this, it's like really big, you know, and you're like, oh, I got this life pad. It's, you know, I'd rather just be like, oh, cool, I'll pull my deck out, pull my life pad out. It's all in one. Super easy. All right, so let's get some of this stuff out of the way. The questions. Okay, so one thing I did recently was I made a post on Facebook and Twitter and I instructed people to ask me questions, just ask me things that maybe you've always wanted to know. Like as a content creator, as someone who is in the game industry for a living, I figured there's got to be some things maybe you always want to know, maybe just about me, maybe just personal questions about me. So I took some of my favorite ones, saved them up. There's about almost 30, I would say. So I'd like to answer some of these over the course of however many vlogs. And it should just give us something to end each of these vlogs with, and we can have a little get to know session, if it were. So first question is by Henry Lachine. I'm just going to actually name the people who asked them because it's on Facebook and Twitter anyway in public posts, so I can't imagine that's a problem. So Henry says, who are some of the people who have had the strongest influences on your style of humor? This is actually a great question, and I'm actually flattered because assuming that I have a style of humor in and of itself is pretty flattering, in my opinion. And I'm grateful for Henry for implying that I'm funny enough to have my own style of humor. I think it's obvious that Jim Gaffigan is an influence as far as I'm concerned, as far as my videos go. There's countless times where I do like the Jim Gaffigan voice where he kind of talks like this.
I think it's awkward when someone knocks on your hotel door. It's like, Like, whoa, who even knows I'm in here? Is it the FBI?
Oh, this guy's gonna play a discard spell, and then, you know, it's kind of funny. It's just a funny thing Jim Gaffigan does. And it translates kind of well to Magic, because it's like this incredulous voice where you're like, oh, you don't want to do that. It's kind of like this voice in the back of your head, I think. And it's just a funny thing to do, I think, so it translates well to Magic videos. Some of my other influences, I think, would be like David Cross. David Cross has been one of my favorite comedians for the longest time. He's able to deliver jokes in a way that sounds, it's so dry and sarcastic that you almost don't even know if he's joking or not. And I've always been impressed by David Cross. So I think those would be two of my my strongest influences as far as how, like, I deliver things, or how I approach things, or how I speak in terms of videos or comedy, or, you know, what have you. Next question is by Sky. Do you get nightmares about being on one life and being top deck gut shotted by Luis? Funny enough, this is a question I get all the time. People are like, is your least favorite card gut shot? And let me set the record straight here. I do not mind this question at all, by the way, and if you guys ever want me to sign gut shots, foil or otherwise, I am more than willing to do so. This is a great event. Obviously, they're referring to Pro Tour Oath of the Gatewatch, where me and Luis were in the feature match area. We were playing this like 45-minute match. It was super long. It was super grindy. It was back and forth. We were in game 3. I was at 1 life, and I finally stabilized. And like this game could go any way. And you know, it was looking like I was making a comeback.
ELDRAZI Temple for Frank Lepore.
Jeez.
And Luis draws his card.
But now Luis is the one with the Eye of Ugin ready to start charging up his hand.
Tosses it on the table.
Gut shot for the win!
Shot off the top for Luis.
Shot for the win!
It's a gut shot.
Oh my God!
Drew gut shot to put him in the top 8.
Oh my God!
Luis Scott Vargas draws gut shot, and he's into the top 8. Unbelievable.
The thing about this is, it was such a great match. People have talked about this match since it happened last year at Pro Tour at the Gatewatch, and you know, there have been countless times where people have said this is one of the best matches of Magic I've ever seen, and that to me is extremely flattering. That's something I take with me, and you know, I'm incredibly grateful for. And not only that, it's, you know, I was playing against Luis Scott Vargas, one of the best Magic players in the world. I was playing at my very first Pro Tour at the time. I was poised to make top 8, which I ended up doing. I made silver in the Pro Players Club. I made $10,000. And I came away with one of the greatest Magic moments in the last 5 years, I'd say. So, no. Nightmares would not be the correct word for it. This question's funny. I don't actually think people think I have nightmares about this, actually. I think this is just kind of a funny way to bring it up. Because it is kind of a nightmarish situation, right? It's back and forth, it's grindy, you're coming back, and then you just lose to like the most ridiculous card ever, which is Gut Shot. Off the top. When you're at 1. But no, truthfully, nah. No nightmares. Last question we will go through today, old Geist of Gristlebrand, my friend Michael Perry. He says, if they made your life into a movie, what actor would play you? Answer to this question is an easy one. John Cusack. That's not to say John Cusack has a resemblance to me. It's not to say John Cusack is young enough anymore. It's not to say that John Cusack has anything to do with Magic or gaming. No, truth be told, I'm a huge John Cusack fan. Grew up watching John Cusack movies, Say Anything. High Fidelity is one of my favorite movies ever. And I think John Cusack had this way of embodying this 80s everyman. This Lloyd Dobler, this Rob Gordon from, you know, High Fidelity. And, you know, as a guy growing up in the 80s and 90s, this is a very, like, relatable character. And yeah, so I would be honored if John Cusack, if you'd play me in the movie of my life. All right, on that note, guys, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to smash that like and subscribe button if you guys have enjoyed the video. There will definitely be more coming. We have this sweet new table to vlog from. I have new cameras, and looking forward to more communication with you guys. So definitely Smash them. Smash those things. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Really appreciate it, and I'll catch you next time.